Hi everybody, I'm Ms. Lee. In this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about average value or average height. So if you want to title your notes for today, average value. Or average height. We'll go ahead and talk about what this is. So basically, average value is going to be like the average height on an interval. So for example, if you have some graph, let's just say it looks vaguely like this. And you want to find the average height of this curve. So the way you find this is you find the area underneath the curve, whatever that may be, and then you divide it by the length of the curve, meaning from the starting point, we're going to call this A, and we're going to call this B. So you want to take the area divided by the length from A to B, and that would be your average height. And so the average height will end up being somewhere reasonably like in the middle. And so the way we find this algebraically is we use the definite integral. So average value or average height is going to be given by 1 over b minus a times the integral from a to b of f of x dx. And if you think about multiplying by 1 over b minus a, that's the same as dividing by b minus a. And so oftentimes, this is going to be written as the integral from a to b of f of x dx divided by b minus a. And so oftentimes, this is referred to as integral over interval. So the mnemonic for remembering average value is integral over interval. I mean, really, it should be definite integral over interval, but hey, this way it's got the first two letters being the same. Okay, so let's go ahead and do an example. So the basketball, or the height of a basketball, is given by h of t equals 32t minus 4t squared. What is the average height from t equals 0 to t equals 8? So first of all, when you're doing a problem like this, you want to figure out or recognize that your a and b values are 0 and 8. So t equals 0 is going to be your a value, and t equals 8 is going to be your b value. And the height is going to be your function. So the height, h of t, is your f of x. Okay, and so we'll go ahead and plug this into our formula then. So we have the integral from 0 to 8 of, and then the function, which is 32t minus 4t squared dt, all divided by 8 minus 0. And when we're simplifying this, of course, 8 minus 0 is just 8, but we want to evaluate this definite integral. You know how to evaluate this definite integral. So first you find the antiderivative, then you plug in the bounds. So you should remember how to do that. And so we find the antiderivative. So we have 32t squared divided by 2 minus, and then 4t cubed divided by 3. And we're evaluating this from 0 to 8. And then once we do that, we'll go ahead and divide by 8. Okay, so we plug in 8, we plug in 0, and divide by 8. Okay, so as you know, in my class, you don't have to simplify. So this is a fairly straightforward question. So we have 32 times 8 squared divided by 2 minus, and then 4 times, again, 8 cubed divided by 3 minus, and then we're plugging in 0 into all of this. You'll know that that gets you 0, but for those of you who aren't confident about that, you can just go ahead and plug in the 0 and leave that written. And all that is divided by 8. Okay, and if you go ahead and plug that into your calculator, what you'll get is 42.667. Okay, so we round to the third decimal place in this class, and so the average height of the basketball is going to be 42.667. But of course, you can also leave it like this unsimplified. All right, happy day.